Hey guys, so I wanted to talk to you about the weight loss doctor, the program, kind of like how I'm feeling, what I'm doing after the high and the newness of it kind of has worn off. I really want to make this video short, sweet, to the point. I'm going to try my hardest not to ramble, but I do have a lot going on up here. A lot I want to talk about. I feel like I'm totally gonna forget everything because I didn't write any notes. Usually I do. I'll write notes in videos where I just have a lot to say, but I didn't do that this time. I'm just gonna, go off the whim and really just talk about how I'm feeling and what I'm thinking. So as you guys know, a couple weeks ago, I went to a weight loss doctor. I was so excited. I was like amped up. I was nervous, but more than anything, I was excited because I was finally gonna see someone that could possibly change my life forever. And I was just thinking a lot of positive thoughts, and I was sending myself positive affirmations, and I really, really wanted this to be good for me. I was so like amped and like high off of just the thought of finally putting my life and my diet, my food, into someone else's hand instead of my own, because I have failed time and time again. You guys know that. The thing is, I fail each new diet change, but I never, ever stop and truly just give up. That is something I will never do. It's kind of like when you first learn how to ride a bike, you keep failing and falling off, and it keeps happening. You keep falling. But what do? You get back on that bike and keep trying. To me and for me, during this journey, I kind of feel like I'm riding a bike, trying to learn how to ride a bike. I have fallen off this bike more times than I can count. And yeah, I'm a little afraid of getting back on. I am terrified of falling hard and harder each time because it seems like that's what keeps happening. But I still get back on. So for some reason, I thought all of it was out the window. My fear for change was gone, and I was gonna do whatever this doctor told me to do. So I was going in super optimistic through the whole situation. And when you're on a high and you don't sleep on it, you kind of act kind of manic, or at least for me, I do. I am bipolar. So it was a little bit of a manic situation. I was like, yeah, let's do this thing no matter what he tells me to do and all this stuff. So I was ready for it. Went to the grocery store. I was gonna change my whole life, you guys. I slept on it. I woke up the next day and I was ready to eat the meal plan that he told me to eat. If you guys don't remember, that was 2 eggs, 2 pieces of bacon in the morning. And for my snacks, I was allowed to have beef jerky. For lunch, I was going to have a TV dinner of my choice. And then for dinner, I was going to have a turkey burger or a piece of chicken and some broccoli. See, when I say broccoli, it feels very weird on my mouth. And I'm gonna tell you guys why. I'm not saying this is a bad weight loss doctor. He's probably freaking amazing. But I do find some things odd and strange, and I had time to kind of rethink, rehash, and figure out if this is right for me. See, the thing is, I've had a lot of people contact me and tell me, sometimes the first weight loss doctor you see isn't going to be the right one. Sometimes you don't even need to see a weight loss doctor, you need to see a nutritionist, and all this stuff. And I didn't want to believe it. I was like, no, this is going to be my one and only. I'm so excited. But let me just talk for a minute. So the first thing I found strange is that he didn't think weight loss surgery was right for me. For someone my size, a lot of people my size, they get told that weight loss surgery is right for you. This is how you're going to save your life. But he didn't want to give me weight loss surgery. I had told him I had the money, and he still explained to me he didn't think weight loss surgery was going to make me lose weight. And I was just like, okay. Second thing is this broccoli situation. So we were going back and forth and he was telling me what to eat and he was telling me what kinds of foods I like because he didn't want me to eat things I didn't like, obviously. So he didn't mention anything of fruits and vegetables, not a single thing. And for some reason that shocked me because I feel like a good nutritional diet is to have fruits and vegetables. And I remember when cause I kept trying to cause he kept just talking, like it was he talked a lot about himself, which I enjoyed because like he was talking about a lot about his experiences and stuff, but he kept going off on something else when he was trying to like tell me what I was supposed to eat throughout the day. And for some reason, I even said this in the video before, he kept forgetting to tell me about like what I should eat for dinners. And so finally, like 3 different times, I was just like, so yeah, you didn't tell me what I have to do for dinner. And I felt kind of annoying, but like, that was the thing. That was why I went there. He was supposed to, you know, tell me these things. He looked at me and he's like, so what do you think you should eat for dinner? And before I could even say anything, Becky was sitting and she was like, I'm thinking like chicken. He was like, exactly, you know, just a piece of meat. You can even go to McDonald's and have cheeseburgers if you wanted, just take off the bun. But he wasn't mentioning like fruits and vegetables. And for some reason that just like surprised me for some reason. So I was like, well, do I have, you know, stuff on the side? Do I have like veggies or whatever, like broccoli? And he was like, yeah, that's fine. But he was like, make sure you don't have a lot of it because it's filled with tons of carbs. And I was just like, okay. For some reason, in my gut kind of twisted a bit. You know how like when you should trust your instinct, trust your gut and your heart and what that says? I was like, okay, so he'd rather me eat, I'm not saying anything's wrong with like bacon and stuff, like have that in moderation, of course, but he would rather me eat like sodium-filled beef jerky, and he'd rather me go to McDonald's and have a cheeseburger over broccoli. For some reason, that like churned me, like in my stomach. It like made me feel weird, but I ignored it because I was ready to listen to everything that he wanted me to do. So he told me to eat exactly what we planned out and not to do anything different. So I was like, okay, that's gonna be easy because that's what I like. I want someone to tell me exactly what I'm supposed to eat. But it's like, I feel like there's a right and there's a wrong. I asked him, should I log my food somewhere? Because he wanted me to stay under a carb limit. And he said, no, don't log your food. And in my head, I was like, then how do I know how many carbs I'm staying under? Because he gave me a specific number. And then I was like, well, should I count calories? And he was like, no, don't worry about calories because I don't want you to become obsessive or anything like that. Just follow exactly what I told you to eat. So I was just like, okay. I was really excited not to have to count calories because that is like my least favorite thing to do in like the whole world. It's so overwhelming, but it does the job. I'm gonna be honest. Counting calories is like the #1 way of losing weight. So it was the next day and I was following plan exactly like he told me to do. And it was about, the day was over halfway over. And normally I don't really like eating breakfast. You guys know this about me. So my day was kind of off kilter already because he wanted me to eat breakfast. So I was just following plan and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do something he told me not to do. I decided to go on MyFitnessPal and I decided to log my food on there. Everything that I was going to eat that day because everything was ready, set, and scheduled to go. And I still had dinner to eat. So I was logging my food, doing my thing, and I was excited. I was like, okay, I could probably eat like this every day. I don't have to eat tons of fruit and veggies. Like, okay, if I could lose weight and not have to eat those, cool. Because I should believe everything a weight loss doctor says, right? See, it sounds like I'm being like rude. I'm really not. This is just like how I feel for me and like my body and my situation. But anyways, so I logged everything and my sodium was over 4,000 milligrams. I think it was at 4,600. I was about to say 46,000. I'd be dead. Yeah, it was at 4,600 milligrams. And that took me aback, especially because the calories versus the sodium completely shook me. It was like 720 calories. That was all I was going to eat every single day. And I was like, my eating disorder mind and like everything that's happened to me in the past with like food and like everything just like came rushing back. And I started thinking of Optavia and I started thinking of my binge eating disorder. And I was just like, What? 720 calories? I can't do it. See, and it's not even just like, oh, but I can like stop eating that and add more of that to my diet and, you know, make sure I don't have as much sodium, but like higher my calories. I couldn't, because he told me distinctively, this is what you're gonna be eating every single day. And I don't know. I wanna know. DM me if you want. Is 720 calories every single day, is that okay for someone? Especially when there's like really no fruits and no vegetables. It's all very like processed meats and things like that. And it's like a lot of sodium. Is that like okay? So before anyone clocks me and they're like in the comments and they're saying, well, you eat, you know, tons of sodium on the daily basis anyways. You guys, I am trying my hardest to find a sustainable, doable, healthy, nutritious, not malnourished type of lifestyle. If I'm going to be starting a new diet plan and I truly have to like try every single day not to eat the junk that I want to eat and to become a healthier me and lose weight, I don't want to be doing something unhealthy. I thoroughly believe that you should trust your gut. And I have done this so many times. I know I'm annoying, hate me, I'm sorry. But it's just like, this is my life and my journey, and I'm trying to find what is right for me. And I know what's right for me, and it's like staring right at my face. It's just like, me, pick me, pick me. And it's just like, it's so obvious what's right for me. It's so obvious what works for me. I just have to do it. I know a lot of people are gonna be mad at me. A lot of people are gonna be upset with me, but I'm not following my doctor's plan anymore. I don't even think I'm ever gonna see him again. I don't feel comfortable eating only 700 calories and having over 4,000 milligrams of sodium. It just doesn't make sense to me. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I want to be able to eat vegetables. I personally like vegetables. I mean, I don't eat them every day, but like when I'm on track and trying to become a better me, vegetables are key. They make me feel better. I want to be able to have some fruit here and there. Moral of the story, 700 calories, over 4,000 milligrams of sodium doesn't make sense, doesn't add up in my brain. It's not right for me, but I do want to let everyone know, don't you fret. I've not given up. I'm back on the bicycle, and I'm going to be making a whole other video. Well, I think it's just going to be like part of a vlog or something. And girl, I'm gonna be weighing in again because he wanted me to throw away the scale. And I'm just like, I'm not. I need to weigh myself. I am almost 600 pounds. I'm like 40 pounds away from 600 pounds. I need a scale to tell me I am not getting closer to that number. Like that's what? If you see a weight loss doctor and they tell you things that are just downright like not something that you feel in your gut is gonna work for you, because trust me, that what he told me to do might work for other people, 100%. But does that work for me and my journey? No, I don't think it does. And that's okay. You need to find something that works for you. And I hate preaching to the choir when I'm literally like the most worst like influence when it comes to weight loss. I understand that. But again, I don't stop getting on that bike no matter how many times I fall off. And I feel like someone should at least give me credit for that, because I could literally turn this whole channel into a mukbang channel and I could make so much more money than I am now, but I would die a lot sooner. So I'm gonna stop rambling. I told you guys I wasn't gonna ramble, but I just wanted to be honest with you guys because that is what my channel is about. Honesty, real. This is what's happening in my life regarding my weight and what I'm doing. And it's always gonna be like that. But again, this channel is not just about my weight. It's about everything. Like I show you guys all kinds of different stuff, and I don't want that ever to end. I just want this to be a lifestyle channel about me, my life, my fur babies, my girlfriend, my family. Like, I can't wait for the day that I visit my family and you get to meet them. That'll be kind of cool. Okay, again, I'm rambling. I'm gonna end this video and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.